Now, what happens next in Mozambique? How will the SADC deal with the situation?
SADC, there's no such a thing. AU, there's no such a thing. It's a group of all people who protect each other. They don't protect the interests of their people. It's a club. It's a gentleman club. They don't care. They don't call each other out. So they are unable to say, you are wrong here, you are wrong there.
Now we are seeing this. Mozambique leaders accuse protesters of coup attempt as post-war violence escalates. Critics say ruling party is creating a false narrative to justify its heavy crackdown following disputed elections. Bloody protests in Mozambique over the country's disputed general elections have escalated into an attempted coup, according to Frelimo, the governing party that was declared the victor in the polls. The spokesperson for Frelimo, which has held power since the country's liberation from Portugal 49 years ago, said the violence amounted to an assault on democratically elected government. Adrino Novunga, head of Mozambique's non-profit Center for Democracy and Human Rights (CDD), said the government was seeking to create a false narrative to justify the crackdown. The protests, in which the CDD said at least 39 people have been killed, erupted last month after the country's electoral commission declared Frelimo's presidential candidate Daniel Chapo the winner of the October 9 polls, in which voters picked the members of parliament as well as the president with 71% of the vote. Opposition candidate Venancio Mondlane, backed by the Pandemos party, took 20.3% of the vote. The commission said Mondlane's own parallel tally had given him a majority. Widespread claims that the election was rigged were underscored by the European Union Observer Mission, which said it had witnessed irregularities during the counting and unjustified alteration of election results at polling stations. Mondlane, a 50-year-old engineer, has urged supporters to protest against the election results, culminating in a march in the capital Maputo on Thursday, which he dubbed the Day of Liberation. The protest on Thursday descended into bloodshed, with footage showing police as well as unidentified individuals in plain clothes with rifles on the streets of the capital of Maputo, and protesters cowering or hiding in their homes. 5 people were killed in the city, the CDD said, adding to the 34 killed by security forces during other protests over the past 2 weeks. The authorities have also periodically shut down internet access and blocked social media over the past 2 weeks. In recent days, business across the country had halted to a ground, with some shops closed to deter looters.